Okay, so what we've got here is an HD 1080p projector. So this one is from a company called Fangor, never heard of them, but they are a Chinese company selling on Amazon. So this device here was £179 with next day delivery, and the reason that I went for this one was because of the Bluetooth. So outside I've got some Bluetooth speakers that are hooked up, they're external speakers, so what I wanted to do was to get the projector hooked up to those so that we can have some decent sound. So let's do the unboxing. So first of all, inside we've got a box. I presume these are the accessories. Yep, so as you can see here we've got a multitude of cables. So we've got UK, I presume that is, not sure where that's for, America, and this one I think France and EU countries. And then inside the box here we've got an external power brick adapter, which is interesting. Normally they're mains powered, but this is not a mini projector, so you can get the small projectors that are what they class as portable. Inside the box as well we've got an HD cable, and also we've got a VGA cable, and we've got an AV cable, so that's left and right audio and video input. Also in the box, which is great, we have an instruction booklet in 6 different languages, and how to set up your projector screen. That's handy. Gift card for $30 if you want it. Right, so let's get the unit out and see what else we've got in here, if there's anything. I think there might be a remote control with it as well somewhere, so let's just sit that down. There's the remote control. So all the controls on there: flip, zoom, menu options, source options. I presume that doesn't come with batteries. Okay, and then looking at the unit itself, it's fairly light considering the size of it, and I'm really surprised that it's got the external power brick connector. That is news to me. So let's have a look to see what we've got here. So we've got focus on the front and keystone, which is the vertical alignment for when you're projecting up or projecting down. You can adjust that. On the back here we've got, that's good, so we can charge our USB devices from here. So we've got a USB connector on the back here, which says USB charging, so I presume you can plug in your mobile phone or whatever you want to into there when you're casting to the device itself. And then we've also got an HDMI 3 input or output, not really sure. On the side we've got our VGA connector, micro SD card slot, AV input, headphones, so you can plug those in, you can connect some external speakers into that, for instance. And then we've got 2 HDMI inputs and a USB input. On the back we've got our DC input, and then over this side is our infrared receiver for the remote control. On the front, looking at the front of it, inside here we've got 2 speakers giving stereo output. On the front here we've got our lens cover, but as you can see there, it's an LCD projector lens. This one has got, they reckon, about 65,000 hours of use. And on the front we've also got our standard control set, power source, our control pad with the OK button back, and then menu on there. So that's all there is to it on that. The next thing that we'll do is we will get that set up and give it a test. So looking at the remote, so the remote, as with most remotes, takes 2 AAA batteries. You would have thought they would have put them in, but maybe it's to do with shipping. It becomes a bit trickier when you're shipping batteries around the world. So 2 AAA batteries go in there. That just slots on there like that. And that's all there is to it. Okay, so the first thing that we've got when switching on, we need to give it some focus. So we'll bring that into focus. And the first thing it's saying to us, what language do we want? So we want English, so we're going to OK that, confirm. Okay. So let's go along to setup. So I've just got this shining on the wall in the office at the moment. So we're going to go to setup and we want to go to Bluetooth. We want to go set that to on. Like that. Unable to connect to the internet. Well, that's fine. Okay, so what we're going to be doing is we're going to be scanning for Bluetooth devices. So I've not got our external speakers switched on, so that's not going to work at the moment. But let's go to Wi-Fi and see if we can just join. See if it will scan and find our Wi-Fi. Let's zoom in a little bit. There we go. So the picture quality is excellent. So that is my Wi-Fi at home. So how do we do this? Right, this is going to be a pain. Oh, there we go. Right, I'll just pause this. I'll come back in a sec once I've entered the password. Okay, so that's the password entered. Let's see if it joins it this time and stays connected. Okay. So that is connected. So let's go out of there, go back under advanced. Okay, so we have got the latest version. Okay, and as you can see up in the top right corner over there, it's now saying that we are connected. So here we've got the screen all mounted. It's a 120-inch screen, so it's far too big. So what I've done, I've just folded it in half. Here we've got one of the speakers which is connected via Bluetooth, and here's the other speaker. And in that box there is the Bluetooth adapter that we're going to connect the audio to. So how have we mounted the screen? Well, we've got just some hooks, little hook brackets up there. This then folds over and then that just hooks over the top. So what we've got to get for the bottom, we need to get some weight in the bottom, so I'm just going to use a broom handle in the bottom there, and then that's all there is to it. Obviously we'll be straighten it out once the weight goes in the bottom, but that is all there is to that part. So the next thing we want to do is have a look at the projector itself and see if we can get that hooked up to the audio via Bluetooth.
Hank Palmer.
Hank, Sheriff White. It's regarding your father.
Biggest mistake of your career and you just happened to run him over?
Forensics found traces of blood on your dad's car.
I sat on the bench in that courtroom for 42 years. This was an accident, period.
We need to establish a firm defense.
There's no we here, Henry. I wish I liked you more.
I can't stay.
You're a lawyer, he is your father. You leave now, you will regret it.
You're a shined-up wooden nickel, Mr. Palmer. I'm going to impale your client on a first-degree murder charge, and you get a front row seat.
My father's a lot of unpleasant things, and murder is not one of them. I have memories of us that are done. Why?
Was I tough on you? Yes. I did what I thought was right.
My experience, Hank, sometimes you gotta forgive